Right here on the morning kiss, Shaffie and Kalekye. And apparently there's a major breakthrough of leakage with KCSE that came out yesterday. And I'm looking at it and going, hiya, what happened?
Well, it's been revealed, and I was watching this yesterday in utter disbelief, that exams were leaked, and the cops were involved, teachers were involved, and students and parents too were involved. And all this began in a remote area of Mandera, Ouagadougou. Out of Ouagadougou.
Ouagadougou?
Yes. Apparently, the deputy principal in Ouagadougou was on camera, and he confirmed that yes, exams had to be leaked because, you know what, remember the teachers were on strike for the longest time, and yes, they were behind by 4 months, and also the insecurity in that area was not helping. So what they decided was hakuna vile mastudio watafail. So they went ahead, colluded with the cops who were supposed to be the custodians of the exam papers, and they took screenshots of the papers. They were sent to the deputy principal. Once he got them, he sent it to the students who already had a meeting and wakachangado.
So this was all money based?
Money based, yes. So every student contributed 5 Gs. That is 115 students from Ouagadougou High School. That is the school where all the leakage started. And this not only, this didn't only happen there. It happened in various other counties.
The same formula.
Yes.
So now this report has been put together by CID officers and NEC. And they conducted this confidential research on leakage. And it was presented to the Gava.
Yes.
And the Gava
don't you remember when when the exams started?
Yeah,
we had screenshots of
there's a lot
exams.
going on, you know, papers.
It was all over
stuff.
the news. The media talked about it, but Gava went ahead and said hakuna kitu kama hiyo. So what Gava did, it said hakuna kitu kama hiyo, but they initiated an investigation, and as the investigation was done, a report was compiled and was presented to the relevant authorities. But the relevant authorities decided, you know what, Kalekye Mumo, the exam must go on.
You know, this is why we had so many years. You know, everyone was wondering, how do we have so many years? Of course, it's because the cheating was real. Yep. And if it began with the police, who asked for 300 Gs from a deputy headmaster so that they can give him these screenshots of the exams, and it went on and on. All counties.
Listen, it was a chain reaction, Kalekye Mumo, because it all started Uko Kwote, in the remote area in Ouagadougou.
Of all places.
Yes. And then the students there leaked it to national schools whose teachers were also involved in buying the same papers and dishing it out. Actually, not dishing it out, selling it out to students who, I guess, you know, had no choice but to buy the papers because it's either that or you get a D-.
Okay. But you see, okay, fine. I get that teachers were on strike, students were behind 4 months, they needed to have a survival tactic and everything. But my question is, was the government right in ignoring this leakage report, seeing as exams had already begun? I mean, did they have a choice to stop the whole process or just let it go on? Were they right in ignoring it? 0711 046 100 is our number. Hashtag TMK, hashtag KISS. You know what to do. Tweet us at Kalekye Mumo, at Shaffie, Weru, at KISS 100. God, we've been able to track down former candidate who is willing to talk to us, though he doesn't want to share his name, but he has something to say. What happened with the whole issue of leakage? What did you guys do?
Okay, first, last year's exams were not that good. And as you know, you are not expected to fail by your mom, yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why we decided to find with our teachers some leakages, which one paper was costing 5,000.
So you particularly managed to get 5,000, pay for it through your teachers, and you got the papers?
No, we were the group of students.
Yeah.
So we decided to contribute each other's money. So we bought some papers for the leakages.
So this is you saying that that is what you had to do so that you can pass, because you are not about to take home anything lower than an A?
Najua tulikuwa tu, najua syllabus tulikuwa nyuma, walimu walikuwa wamestrike for 4 months. Sando tukadecide tu tuwezi fail mtihani juu ni important sana kwa future yetu.
Okay.
Thank you so much. There you have a student who has just confirmed that he and his friends combined their chums to make sure that they buy the papers because, yes, they were behind. Teachers had gone on strike and they were not about to fail and compromise their future.
You know, Kalekye Mumo, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
True. True. But my question is, should the 2015 KCSE just be cancelled altogether? Now that we know that there was such mad leakage, it should be cancelled and our whole
I have
research
a
done.
better word.
What?
I think it should be recalled. Because cancelling, it's such a harsh word.
So
I
we
just
recall
think
it?
that we need to recall
And then we do
all
it again.
candidates who sat for the KCSE exams in 2015.
Wambi we wanna
That they
start
start from scratch.
exams again.
Yes.
And this time, by the way, it's not that you'll be told that you have a week or 2 months to prepare. You'll just be told, come and do your exams. Let's see what you do. I think that might just be the solution. What do you think? 0711 046 100 #CMK #Kids.